his talents to the 55th and has made us something that I think no one else could believe we could become, and we could do it, frankly, without Canoeing. I'm promoting him to the rank of captain. Congratulations, Canoe.
Wow.
And as well, in the same time, you also get a beautiful medal. Ray, what's the medal awarded to?
You're also awarded the Regimental Cross for your hard work. You're leading in group fights MRGL, even though we're not always as good as we want to be.
Vive la France.
You just suffering through this.
Wait, do we want to be
made you the man you are, and therefore you deserve the Regimental Cross as well.
Yeah.
Got him.
Wait. Do we actually want to be good? I think.
No, Deadshot.
Wait.
Deadshot. Okay,
But
where's
just pretend
Deadshot? He
for
needs to
the-
get executed. All right. Is that all right for now?
Yeah.
All right. Now I have to
Shoulder
say
arches.
something. This is
That's it, boys. We're disbanding.
Guys, shush.
Anthony, shut
So-
your mouth.
For me, I have to say something, and let me get off my stupid stand here.
Your
Level down to you.
Guys, fucking listen, Jesus.
Shoulder arms.
This is an important. Hold up, this is important. So for me, as you all know, I want to enter the seminary. I want to go into the priesthood, and so because of that, unfortunately, circumstances and things don't last forever, and so because of that, my time in the regiment has not come to a permanent end. But for all practicality, I will not be able to be the leader of the regiment anymore. Now, that is sad. It's tough. And I'm sure many of you, like Adamek, are happy. But overall, I just wanted to say two things really quick. So, Ray, I'd like you to come down here. Okay, this is the first time we've done this. Hopefully this succession lasts for a long time. Please crouch, Ray. I knight you Colonel of the 55th. Congratulations. And please look at these men. These are the people who you serve every single day. You give your blood, sweat, and tears to, and that you will lead them to greatness and victory. There is no other position like the Colonel of the 55th, and few men will ever achieve this rank. And because of that, I congratulate you on being in the top 1% of this community, leading a fine group of men forward. All right. For all of you, I want to say something to each of you individually, really quick. So
I'm not crying, you're crying.
Wow, step up, Colonel Ray.
I want to say a couple things about some groups of people, and some people in particular. So, my thanks goes out to Hi-Fi. I met Hi-Fi. It's been a fantastic time meeting you, my friend. The time we spent together, I will treasure forever, and I always love and admire your passion and your willingness to grow. Sir Front, I see your potential, especially with a 15th and what you can do in the future in your time on NW. And I think people underestimate you, but I see what you can become, and I really hope you prove me right. High Reaper, I could say paragraphs, but for the sake of everybody else, I'll be quick. The dedication you've put in, and when I say dedication, I mean the memes that you've made, the time that you've spent in TeamSpeak, all of it's just been fantastic. Adamek, si chovno devka moje bobše, doufám si skvěle pro ten... Jo.
Proten, jo.
Alright, uncle, I have to say. You are the best French teacher in the world, and you're just such a fun person to be a part of, and I cannot thank you enough for joining the regiment, because you have a very sincere and kind heart, and with that, I think you've brought a lot of joy to the people here. And you might not say it because you're a quiet guy, so you don't say much, but we all really appreciate you, and we love you being in the regiment.
Thank you.
Wow, okay, yep, that just happened.
Christine, I hate you, and you suck. Auto block easy.
That's fair. I
So,
see how it is.
Fair enough.
Christine is one of the OGs in the 55th. We didn't even know each other on NA, but for some reason, when it came to EU, we actually got to meet each other. And Christine, he is literally the prodigy. He took and absorbed basically everything I showed him. And the amount of hours he spent, I remember, over quarantine that we spent together training and working on stuff, has made him a very formidable player. But not only that, you are a very unique person in the sense of where I see that you can go in life. I see you have many different paths you can choose, and so I encourage you in your future, and I really wish you the best. So I thank you for the time that you've given to me, letting me be your friend and spend time with you. James, I always loved you better than Gassix, as you know.
Revelations!
Wait, Anthony, you forgot one thing. Anthony, you forgot one thing. I have better ping.
Not anymore.
Whoa. Okay, so just to give context to that, when I first met, actually, Gassix, get down here, Joe. I'll put you both together. You're the same person. Okay?
Yeah, James, you can stand next to me. It's okay.
All right. So when James joined, he was fun, charismatic, all that, but he didn't have low ping. Okay, the real goat here that we need to thank is Gassix. Okay, when I first met Gassix, he was shy. He didn't know how to talk, and he was just he was socially awkward. But now, after spending time with the 55th,
Oi.
he's more than just he's a man now, and
Whoa.
I actually have more words to say, but get back, Gassix. Okay, so James and Gassix, thank you. Gassix, get back. I'll still mention you a bit. Nosy, I apologize for that one time I got upset at you about the tags. I'm sorry. It's my fault. But you're dead, and thank you for also changing your tags. It's beautiful. But your skill, I don't know how you came a part of this regiment. I remember Ray got you and you were Merkin. But your skill is insane, man. Like, the fact you kind of came out of nowhere and brought so much value to the regiment, and you finally decided to join and stop merking, it's really been such a joy having your skills, your ability, and also your personality. Because while you don't use a mic, which you should at some point get a mic, you're weird because you're charismatic, but you don't talk. So that's an interesting thing I haven't seen before. So congratulations for that character trait. Elf, I think you have a great future in the regiment. I still would have loved to get to know you more, but I'm sure these men you'll find to be good compatriots in your journey and in your mastery of the game. Marco, oh my gosh, Marco!
Oh, who is that? Who the fuck is this?
Oh my gosh, I love Marco, and as much as I hate him and I've wanted to kill him. He's also made the regiment so much fun. Blitz, go back. You get your turn later. Okay.
Blitz is a simp.
But in all seriousness, Marco, you've just been so much fun to have. And as much as we always have learned trying to get the balance with you, I think we really have, because you're able to poke even at the seriousness at some things. You're able to make light of it and have fun in that. All right, now on to these simps. Okay, my officer. Oh wait, who's this? Okay, there's Marco. He wants to go where? Who's this guy? Who's that? Let's see. Oh, Turdler, get over here.
I'm not.
Okay, step up here, Turdler. Okay, so Turdler, I got to know him I think it's been like a month or two now. And, man, I can't wait till you convert to Catholicism. The true religion, thank you. Okay. All right.
Wow.
No, in all seriousness, we've had a lot of conversations. He's a very smart, intellectual man, and he should use his mic more because he's a beautiful guy. So use your mic, make friends with these people. They want to be your friend, and that's all. Okay. All right, let's see. Let's start from the bottom to the top. Blitz, get your ass down here.
Oh, the bottom. Oh.
Blitz is last. I'll make an exception. Okay. Gassix, jump down.
Wow, I'm lost.
Gassix.
Where's Hunter?
But can you tell something out to me as well?
Oh, you're not in the server? Okay, Deadshot, get in the server. Well, if you're not able to, so real quick, Deadshot, I think for you, we've spent a brief amount of time interacting in events and such, but for all the time that I have been able to meet you, you bring a lot of joy. You're a very joyful person. I don't know if that's because you're Italian or some other blood trait, but in all seriousness, I really... I think that you have a lot to add in this community because of that, because you have so much fun, and unlike some of these guys, you're not quiet, you're willing to state your opinion, and you're able to do it in a way that's funny and that's enjoyable, but it is also critical at the same time, so I can always improve and see what's going on. But so I thank you for that. Gassix, I need a bigger weapon now. You are, I think, kind of the epitome of what I want out of people in the 55th. When you first joined, you were kind of, you're more shy, you're more reclusive, you didn't really talk as much. But as you kind of got to know the community, you really showed yourself to be a leader. You showed yourself having the ability to connect with others. You've added so much value in recruiting many of the people here, whether it be Hi-Fi, Don, and several Adamex, several other people of the regiment.
High Reaper.
High Reaper as well. But moreover, you have a very balanced view that really helps out the regiment, and I continue to push you to develop, because I think for you, sometimes you get complacent and sometimes you underestimate your potential, and I don't think that's good, because I think you have a lot more, and I think you just have to be willing to give and put in the work, and you'll be able to find yourself to have a lot more than what you're capable of. All right. Also,
Yes.
I'm going to use you instead of Hunte, because Hunte's not here. Damn it! I wish Hunte was here.
Still say some,
I can
say
pretend
some
to be
words,
Hunter.
Anthony.
I'll report it for Hunter.
Say some words for hunting.
So for Hunte, none of you know Hunte, but he was
I
the
do.
first follower. Okay,
He was.
he was the first. I literally said, okay, I was an NA, and I'm like, I'm gonna make an E regiment. I went on FSC. I made all my posts. I made the propaganda. Oh, I didn't make the propaganda yet, but I had propaganda. I wrote propaganda, and Hunte was the person who I shared all my ideas with, all my passions, and he was the first guy out of everybody to follow and get behind. And if it weren't for Hunte to give that credibility, to be able to say, hey, I'm one of the first, and to believe in me, to believe that we can become something.
He's coming.
Oh, he is? Okay, perfect. I'll wait. I'll wait. Then in his stead, I'll grab Kanui. Kanui, get down.
Oh boy.
Okay. Okay, so Kanui, I feel like you're kind of a legacy in a way. You're a legacy of, and you're a representative of. I wouldn't want to say the French community, because there are so many individual people within the French community, but really, you remind me of David in some ways. In some ways, I can see why David would have put you as his lieutenant colonel, because you're just so effective. Like, you are able to look at situations so objectively. And I remember there's been so many times, many officers are so bad at this. Like, you'll tell them something, you'll tell them your opinion, and then they just won't get it. They won't understand. And you know when you're wrong, you know when you're right. And, like, if it weren't for you, back in, I forget what it was months ago, when the regiment, it was like, I think there was only like 8 people showing up for an event.
Yep.
Everything seemed to be falling apart. It was after I had to kick out Cody and I promoted you. Man, it was just incredible. Because
They help on the server too.
you were able to say, like, hey, hold up, Anthony, and let's not, like, I wanted to disband the regiment because I felt like everything was falling apart. But you continue to, you pushed me forward, and you allowed me to continue. And without you, your intelligence, your passion, this regiment wouldn't be as strong as it is now. Because as much as I can provide the charisma or the energy, you're always in the scenes in the background thinking, and you're willing to do more of, like, you're willing to play the politics I might not be willing to play. But really, like, if anybody should know, like, Kanui has had such an impact on making this regiment what it is today. And to think, as the leader, it's nice because you can take all the credit when things go good. But really, it's not me who should be taking the credit. I can be thankful for what happened, but Kanui's done such an amazing amount. And so for that, Kanui, I could keep talking about you actually so much because you're beautiful.
I have a question about this.
Hop on the server, please, quick.
Suck my bait. Okay, there we go.
No, Marco.
I have a
Anthony
question,
Cake is
if
coming.
I may.
Hante too.
That's
Cake is
all,
coming?
so have a good one, Kanui.
Cake, hop on the server, quick.
Oh my god.
All right, who else is here?
Wait for Hante.
Wait,
Hante.
I love you.
Anthony, I have a question about what you just said.
Whoa,
please.
whoa, whoa. Yes?
So you
Wait,
said
Ray.
he plays the politician, right?
Yeah. Well,
Ray.
Does this make him
What?
easy to bribe or something
I
like
think
that?
I need to talk after the event.
When I say that,
Sure,
he's
sure,
very,
sure, sure,
he's,
sure.
he's able to calculate and look at, like,
promotions,
relationships and stuff, but
whatever.
it's an individual thing. You'll get it. All right, who else is that we
He
need to
says
get?
here.
Cake, get in.
Cake,
Hunter. CSS.
Hunting, Cake, someone coming.
CSS is here as well.
Wait, okay, CSS. Oh, merhaba, привет. All right.
Let me restart my PC a little, so maybe I can.
Okay, everybody shut
I
up.
can.
Shut up. All right, CSS. Oh my gosh, OG member. You came so long ago. I remember Cody, I believe, recruited you so long ago, And you start as a regular recruit, right? No one knew who you were in the
Oh,
regiment. No one respected your ability, but
I did.
because of the practice and the dedication you put in, you proved to everybody about your skill, and you proved your competence, and you proved your dedication. And so, as much as sometimes I might have got frustrated because you're really adamant to make some points, you also are very persistent, and that's in your character. You have a lot of persistence, and you can face trial and adversity very well. And so because of your ability and your character, I'm very proud of you, and I'm very proud that you spent time and you've chosen the best regiment in the EU, which is the 55th, to spend your time with. So thank you, CSS.
Aww.
All right, could I get, who's this guy?
Hante.
Give me Hante. Someone give me Hante.
Hunter.
Okay, come on.
I was already raving about you before you got here, but Hante is the first follower. I think that should honestly be a medal, because if you think about it, I was some random schmuck from the small little NA scene, and I said to the world, I said,
Still are.
I'm making the best EU regiment. And, you know, as you can imagine, not a lot of people wanted to sign up for that. Because I was some crazy guy ranting about some ideals and some victories. But Hante joined. His first desire was to get better. He wanted to improve. He didn't care he had high ping. He wanted to learn. And there were so many times, you can ask Hante, I was up at like 5 a.m. some days, and I spent like 6 hours just writing. I don't know. Do you remember that, Hante? Like I would send you.
Yep. And you would send me weird stuff.
No. Like I remember, I sent him, like, you guys know the mission statement in the channel. Like I wrote that, and I sent it to Hante at like 3 a.m. or something. I'm like, Hante, look, and he's like, have you slept? I'm like, I haven't slept for 24 hours, and he's like, are you okay?
He giggled in Anthony.
But yeah, no, it was like Hante. I cannot tell you how much I thank you, because out of all the other people from the very, very beginning who left me and who left me alone, not you specifically, but out of all those people, I don't have to tell you. You know who they are, the traitors. You stuck around to the very end, to the point where now look at all these people. Look at all you were here first before all these people, and look at the success of this regiment. And so because Cake, you've been in my heart
I've
forever.
always
Thank
been
you.
here. I will
All right.
Anthony has a crush on
Go
Cake.
back.
What?
No.
No.
Cake's like my mom. Okay.
Whoa.
Stepmom?
Cake on the cross.
Whoa. Okay. I don't know. Anyway,
That doesn't disqualify a
Cake,
crush.
get on the cross.
That's even weirder.
I'll explain. Let me explain. All right, where's Cake? Cake, get over here. Okay, so the reason why Cake is in here is because I've known her for about 5 or 6 years now. Oh my gosh, that's a long time.
Get married.
Oh my gosh, no, she was like, you were like in your 20s. I was 14, so no, James, that's not okay. Where are you?
That's kind of
Shut up, Christine.
But in all seriousness, Cake, this is a personal gripe I have. If Irish was here, I would also yell at him too. But back, I remember this. This actually had a big impact on me, and I still remember it, and it's been like years. But back when I was demoted in the 3T, or it was the first IB, when I was demoted in the first IB, Irish, I was literally, for guys, just to give you context, for 1 week, I was leading this regiment. There were 3 other officers on. They were all dead for a whole entire week. I was leading the whole thing, and I was already at the highest rank I could have been. I come on for promotions like today, you know. I get called up in front. Like, let me give you an example. Gasix, come up to the front, please. Okay, so now imagine Gasix is a major, right? And now I would say to Gasix, you're demoted, right? Thanks for all your work.
And it's just me judging.
Ow. Whoa.
And Cake was the only person who said, "What the fuck are you doing?" And then I was like,
I still tell him, what the fuck is he doing?
Exactly. But no, we go back a long time. So thank you for your kindness and the sensibility you bring to this community with all these guys who don't know what they're doing, and you're able to bring a kindness and a warmth. And you better respect her, James, or I'll kill you.
I like your
So
Put James in his place.
Anthony, Fluffy, and Chemnitz are back. But only
Fluffy and
TeamSpeak.
Chemnitz.
Buddy joined your
Oh, you got.
Actually, you better hurry it up, Fluffy, Martin.
Okay.
Holy
Okay,
shit.
is Zayden here?
Zayden is coming.
Okay, who's next?
Martin.
Martin.
He's on the server. Just talk to him. Talk to him.
Martin, I love you. in all seriousness, Irish, you remember this? Damn it, Irish, you remember back in the 60s. All right. So, Martin, hold up, shut up. Someone mute Irish.
Irish.
Cam, you are such. First of all, the first word that comes to my mind to describe you is kind. That's the first one, because not you, Irish. But seriously, in all seriousness,
He'll be back.
you're a really wonderful person. You're very smart, and I'm sure you'd be hard to debate about Calvinism, and I'm not looking forward to that debate.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, I cannot wait till you return to your home in the papacy. It'll be a beautiful day when that happens. But no, seriously.
I'll see to it. Okay.
Thank you for everything that you've done. Thank you for the future you'll give to the regiment, and I really appreciate you. Okay, who's next?
Fluffy.
Fluffy, step up.
No pianos.
Well, Fluffy. Papa Aute. Okay, Aute. Okay. Fluffy, your future est grande, est beau, est incroyable, est magnifique. On fin? That's it. Okay, that's all in French. Thank you, Fluffy. You're really an amazing meleeer. You have potential to become even greater here in the 55th, because for you, if you take advantage, Marco, please, your mic. If you take advantage of the resources we have here in the 55th, take advantage of Zayden, of Kanuya, of all these wonderful, incredible people we have here, you can become an excellent meleeer and be a top, at least in the future, definitely tier 2, could be tier 1, but I definitely think tier 2 is really realistic for you. And I think you could add so much value to the regiment. So, thank you. Tu es magnifique, incroyable. Merci beaucoup.
Martin, come here to get killed by Anthony.
Wait, Martin needs to get killed?
Yes. Get in the server, Irish.
Fluffy.
Anthony's leaving because he wants to get into stock trading, just like me.
Where's Irish? Wait. Okay, who's?
Get in the server.
You'll be back, Anthony.
I'm watching my stock prices rise, and I'm earning money.
I hope you are after that election.
Yeah, you need it.
Okay, who's next?
Ray. After has no commission.
Ray, who's next? Use your mic.
Blitz boy.
Blitz boy, come over here.
Blitz.
Go
on
now.
now.
I use Blitz last. Anybody else? Who's next? Hello?
Blitz.
That's it. Oh, Zayden. Is Zayden coming?
Zayden said he was coming.
Okay,
Marco
we'll get him.
his tribute.
I'll get him near last. Okay. So I talked about Gassix. I gotta talk about Ray now, because Blitz wants to be last, and I'll give him this. All right. Have you guys heard the story of Alexander the Great?
Oh God.
Let me give you an example. Everybody looks at Alexander, they think he was some fantastic general. Now, he was. He was charismatic. He was a beautiful man. He inspired many. But he had a father. And his father built up Macedonia from nothing. It was torn apart. It was fractured. And it was a shadow of what it would come to be. But his father dedicated his life to build the best army, and that was gifted to Alexander. And that is the same as Ray in this position. I have spent these past 8 months building from absolutely nothing this regiment. From absolute nothingness. I pulled you from the annals of steam and took you out and made you great.
Whoa.
And now, we're not a top regiment right now. But we are the foundation. We have the best foundation out of any regiment. And Ray will take that foundation and bring it to greatness. And everybody will know that it was Ray who helped carry the torch. And Ray, the amount of work you've put in, this regiment for you is an amazing, because it's like a second-time job. The amount of administration you put in, the amount of scheduling you do, everything you've done, you've always sought to make this regiment the best. And because of that, there's no one else I'd more want to pass it to than you. And so your character is beautiful. You're a beautiful man. And I hope to one day get to meet you in your stupid country of Belgium.
User left your channel.
Drinks, and that'll be a fantastic. So, lastly, could I have Zayden? Damn it, Zayden. Is he coming or not?
Zayden, get.
Okay, then Blitz, I need to keep talking to somebody.
User in your channel timed out.
Blitz, you step up now. It's your turn.
I'm coming back in the server, so if you wait, you can talk to me again.
Yeah,
a
nice
second
shot.
round. We're not getting a second round. That's all you got. I'm recording this. You can watch it.
Fuck.
Aww.
For your egos.
I wanted to shoot him.
Well, Irish is probably not going to get on, so I'll talk about him until Zayden comes, and then I'll talk about Blitz. Out of all the things, no, I'm just thinking because, just like Cake, I've known you for far too long. I've probably spent more time with you, unfortunately, than some people from school in real life. And that, I think, is beautiful, but also, there has definitely not been a perfect time. But
Are you divorcing me? Because that's not allowed.
whoa, okay. I'm still waiting to go to Ireland, and we'll have a tea. We'll share a tea together, okay?
He's like, I do consent.
What's the one if you call it a tea, you can stay there.
But no, in all seriousness, I think out of all the people I've met, you've grown so much as like a person, and that growth has been just as a friend, but also as a rival, and as someone who looked up to you since I was a young, impressionable kid who was 14, and I met you, and you had your beautiful, silky Irish voice. It's truly
the same to me.
Well, for me, I don't know. It's amazing, but
I
really cherish our friendship and our rivalry at the same time because I think it's a rivalry and a friendship, and that's why I think.
I think you need some love hate in your life.
I'll never forget you, Irish. That's out of anybody. I will never forget you.
But are you going? Are you like leaving Steam or some shit as well?
No. You'll still. I'll never forget you, but I'll still like.
I was just about to talk to you about stocks. I've made 25 euro on it. I've put 1,000 grand over the last 4 days. I put 1,000 grand, 1 grand, and I've made 40 euro. Like it's crazy.
Wait, 40?
What?
Okay,
40.
Bro, that's insane.
In 4 days.
That's pretty good.
That's not in real money.
I can't wait till you lose it all. All right.
That's more dollars than euro is worth more than dollars.
What is that in pounds sterling?
So who is next?
Is that
Blitz
cat?
or
okay.
Okay, Zayden has to come, or I don't know what to do.
Christine.
Just do fucking Blitz. Blitz, get out
Blitz,
here.
I'm gonna talk about you whether you like it or not. So
Yeah.
you can either stand down here or not. All right. Oh my gosh, Blitz, I love you. You're amazing. You're awesome. I met Blitz.
Yes.
It's been a couple months, man. I can't believe where we came from. Blitz joined at like the perfect time in the regiment. We had a downfall in this regiment, like a nosedive. Like if you saw a roller coaster, that's what the 55th was, right? It went up, it went down, it went up, and then it hit a real nosedive on that. It looked pretty scary. And just as we pulled out, Blitz was there, and so was High Reaper and Ferris as well. Like you guys joined at a perfect time. And Blitz, I saw your dedication, your charisma, your potential from the very beginning, because you have such a caring personality, and you've been through a lot in your life, and you still have a lot to go through, many trials. But
please,
I want you to know I will never forget you from all the time we spent together, and you will always be someone who I will cherish. And you have such a kind and loving heart, and because of that, I'm just really happy that I've been able to spend the time with you. So everybody, when Zayden gets here, I'll say some last words, but for now, let's a group hug. All right, group hug around Blitz. Let's go.
I'll stay away from him.
Group hug.
Just beat the shit out of him.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, just beat him up. Kick circle. Kick circle. Yeah. Oh no, why am I in the kick circle? No, let me
kill Christine.
No.
Oh, beautiful.
Okay. Yep.
Beautiful. All right. Zayden here yet?
Nope.
Okay. Well,
I can be.
I'm going to talk about Zayden. I'm going to talk about Zayden while
Anthony,
he's not here.
chat.
Okay. Inform in front of me.
Look at chat, Anthony.
Yes, boys.
Yes, Blitz. Yes, Blitz.
On up to my left.
Okay. So, what's up, Blitz?
Confessing his love to you, Anthony.
Aww.
Oh.
That's good.
I can't see
Wait,
apart from me, obviously.
You're gonna make me cry. Oh.
Don't forget that Anthony teaches 15-year-olds.
Whoa!
Okay, thanks for ruining the vibe, Christine. Wow.
You really know how to ruin the mood, do you?
Oi, listen, this is important.
Okay.
Yeah, play those bagpipes.
It's very sad.
It's a sad moment.
Please play the Nintendo Wii.
Stop.
Game 2.
How could you miss
Shut up, everyone. No music.
Stop the music, please.
It's pretty sad. Shh, fuck up.
Oh.
What is the password?
Yeah.
GF, yeah.
Buddy
We love you, Blitz.
disconnected from the channel.
Love you.
Love you, Blitz.
Oh.
I got a message.
Love you, Blitz.
Yeah, please let
Everybody, just send them a nice message, maybe. That will help.
yeah, because it's
not
it's a terrible thing. Cancer is a really terrible thing.
And it's not easy
And,
to share either.
it's pretty bad for him, and he's such a great guy. You know, he's really young, and that's why I think
Please stop, sir friend.
anything that we do as a regiment, you want to remember, and just for your life in general, that this is transient. It doesn't last forever, and so NW has a point in everybody's life, and I think you can take away from it what you want, but you have to remember at the end of it, things do come to an end, and all the relationships and the times we have come to an end. And for Blitz, for me, I'm going to offer prayers and, not hopes and prayers or whatever the stupid Twitter thing is, but in all sincerity, I'm going to pray for him and wish that he gets better. But I think for all of us, we have to understand it's not always easy when a situation like this, and I don't even know what to say, because he's a friend to me, and I don't even know how to comprehend it, and it's something that I still don't know what to do about. But he's an amazing person, and
User joined
I
your
want you
channel.
all to, remember him and to have a piece of him always stay with you. So Blitz is just an amazing person, and I want you all to always appreciate everything that he does, and also don't make it.
Hey, wake up.
He wants to not be treated differently. He doesn't want to be like pitied or feel super bad about him. And so you don't want to be like, oh, any fake sympathy or anything, but just really just be honest, express from your heart what you feel with him when you talk to him, and that's what he needs. He needs the honesty, he needs the sincerity, because he's going through something that none of us have had to face. Maybe a family member or a friend, but cancer is a terrible thing. I just lost my uncle a couple months ago, and with this whole COVID stuff, you can't see him, and so there's a lot of terrible things that happen like that. But I think for Blitz, if there is a heaven, he'll definitely be in it. So, yeah.
My aunt died for the same thing years ago.
See you, Atomic.
Buddy disconnected from
all
your
right,
channel.
so Zayden, can I have you hop on? Are you able to hop on the server?
Who's the new player? Satan comes front.
It's him.
Satan comes to the middle.
But before that, actually, I wanna thank Blitz. So yeah, I like that idea, Al, from like a salute thing. So, this is hey, Zayden, get back real quick. So everybody, let's do double. All right. So double column on me. And we'll record this for him so he can see it, Okay, let's get a nice... Come on, guys. This is when it actually matters. All right. So back rank stand up.
Real men don't cry.
Classics go to the other side, yes.
Real men don't have
Fix the
to.
back line, fix the back line.
let me shut off my banner.
Plastics, come here, on the other side.
Damn it.
Alright, present arms.
Wait, hey, Funky, let's
45
try.
degrees.
45. Everyone get in. So make it look easy.
Oh, my mouse fucked up.
Don't shoot.
Wait, Ray's
My mouse
dead.
fucked up.
Damn it, Irish. Alright, you guys will have to hold the position, wait for Irish.
That was a mistake.
Press T.
And fire. Alright, I love you, Blitz. Everybody here loves you.
Love you long time.
Definitely do.
Love you.
Alright.
Will do, man.
With that, could I have
Zayden, man.
Zayden? Could you show up, please? It makes sense why he wanted to be last. Alright, so everybody pay attention. This is now this beautiful man's time. Wow, I could literally write paragraphs. The first thing I'll say about Zayden is I have not met anybody else in the game who has given me so much value in terms of melee and also just life philosophy. Because Zayden, if you talk to him, if you get to know him, person to person, he's such... He's a very... You can tell he has a presence of peace and focus. And that permeates through the people he spends his time with. If you go to like a GVT group fight or something and you hear him talk, he really makes you feel like, okay, let's focus, safe, peace. And that is a trait of a leader, and it's a trait of somebody who will become a great person one day. And I see you as a man who can definitely achieve greatness. And I mean this in your real life. I don't know what you'll be going for, honestly. But whatever you do, you're going to master it and become the best at it. And that is something that I respect so much, especially somebody who's put so much hours on this game. But to see someone like you with your mindset, the way you approach things, and then also your character is really phenomenal. Maybe you don't think this for yourself, but I think you are a very kind person no matter what you would say. I think you're a very dedicated person. And I am just so grateful for the time and the investment you've put into each and every one of these people, because really you've taken what is a bunch of nobodies. We're all a bunch of nobodies, and help us turn us into somebodies. And that process is still ongoing. That process is still here. It's why people like Blitz or people like Hi-Fi or all these other people, their potential is brought out, because this regiment's able to bring out potential out of people that other people would pass over and not look at. And that's what this regiment is. It's a regiment of people who other people don't see the potential, but we're a real gem in the sand. And I think you see that, Zayden. You see the potential of this regiment, and that's why you've spent and dedicated so much time. And for you all to know that dedication, the practice, the discipline, we do that for a reason. And it's because you can either spend your life doing nothing and becoming nothing, or you can use this game. And this is what I did. I used Warband as a way to get as much out of it as I could, to understand how to build a skill, how to, you could even learn languages. You can do so much with this game. You can get a history education from other Europeans you can talk to if you ask them about their history. It's crazy. And Zayden is the embodiment of someone who takes life and pulls up as much energy and passion as you can out of it. And so for that, Zayden, I thank you. Okay, well, sorry for everything. So with that, thank you all. I appreciate it, and have a fantastic life. And I'll still be around and stuff, but I'll just be a lot more dead. And so for that, Ray, could you please change your tags?
Yes.
Alright, so as a new colonel, I'm going to redo the entire NCO structure. Hunte for lieutenant colonel.
Thank you.
Recruit. Marco, lieutenant colonel as well.
Ooh, baby.
No Canadians. No Canadians taking over.
Canadian regiment.
Thank you for this promotion. I really appreciate it. This means a
Thanks
lot
for
to me.
promoted.
Christine Pfeiffer, there you go. All ranks solved.
And here's the thing, for all of you, I have one last gift. Okay, one last piece of propaganda. I have one last propaganda.
So is Anchi going to recruit now?
A recruit now. I'm the best recruit.
No. Get fucked.
I put some propaganda in the meme chat.
There you go. I saved you, Colonel Ray.
Thank you.
User joined your
Anthony,
channel.
I'll give you my speech in more private sessions.
That's good.
Does somebody say something about Anthony?
Vive la 55th. Whoa, whoa, no. I can talk about myself, okay? No, I'm just kidding. Okay.
What about the mugs?
The mugs.
Run!
Oh yeah,
You
don't
won't
forget.
get me today.
Get your
All
own
the fucking-
55th mug.
All those
Everybody.
mugs for nothing.
I got
55th
everybody
mug
in
is
the.
my best investment.
All those
Wait,
mugs for
can I
nothing.
buy one?
Can I buy stocks in the mugs?
Can you buy stocks?
I actually want to buy a mug.
You want to buy a
Got
mug?
'em.
Well, go
I
to
actually do.
Vistaprint.
No,
Ask Ray.
wow.
He can send you the image.
You can't buy a mug.
Vistaprint.
You can't buy a mug if you are a mug.
Or you can give me money on Patreon. Easy. Easy.
I don't know. Do you post your news on that?
How much does a mug cost?
Like $5, I think. $10 maybe.
If you steal it,
Whoa. This is why
if you
go
steal
through
it, does it
Vistaprint.
mean
Yeah,
you
fuck
get mugs?
you.
Hold up,
Stop
hold up.
spamming me.
So if you
Borrowed. Not
hold up. If you do it on